Today we'll be starting chapter 3A on graphing. Section 3.1 is about reading graphs in the rectangular coordinate system. Here is a bar graph which consists of a series of bars arranged vertically or horizontally. The following bar graph shows the attendance at each Super Bowl game from 2000 to 2007. Where on your x-axis is your time, and on your y-axis is your attendance. Here is the line graph, which consists of a series of points connected by a line. It is also sometimes called a broken line graph. Here the following graph shows the attendance at each Super Bowl game from 2000 to 2007. The rectangular coordinate system consists of your ordered pairs, the origin, quadrants, and axes. Graphing an ordered pair, you first graph the point corresponding to a particular ordered pair, A and B. You must start at the origin, move A units to the left or right, right if A is positive, left if A is negative, and then move B units up or down. B, if B is positive, you move up. If B is negative, you move down. Here is your rectangular coordinate system. The origin is the point in the middle, which is 0, 0. This point on your y-axis is 0, 5. This first quadrant is quadrant 1. The second quadrant is to the left, quadrant 2. Lower left is quadrant 3. And the lower right is quadrant 4. And here negative 6, 0, which is a point on your x-axis, is your x-intercept. Graphing pair data. Pair data is data that can be presented as an ordered pair. The scatter diagram is the graph of the ordered pairs, and a solution is an ordered pair of the equation. Determine whether 3, negative 2 is a solution to this given equation. You first substitute 3 into x, negative 2 into y, and see if the equation is true. If it is, the point is a solution to the equation. Section 3.2, graphing linear equations. The standard form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. The graph of a linear equation in two variables is a straight line. For example, graphing 2x minus y equals negative 4. You first find two ordered pairs, which is a solution to the equation, and then you plot the solution. So for example, here you let x equals 1. Substituting 1 into the x, you come up with y equals 6. Therefore, 1, 6 is the solution to that equation. Now you let y equals 4. Substituting the 4 into the y and solving for x, x is equal to 0. Therefore, the second solution to that equation is 0, 4, which is also your y-intercept. Let x equals negative 3, which is your third point. Substituting negative 3 into x, solving for y, y is equal to negative 2. Therefore, your third solution is negative 3, negative 2. And plotting your 3 points, you have your y-intercept, which is 0, 4, 1, 6, and negative 3, negative 2. Connecting the points, there is your line. Section 3.3, intercepts. The intercepts of axes is where the graph crosses the axes. Since all points on the x-axis have a y-coordinate of 0, to find the x-intercept, you let y equal 0 and solve for x. Since all points on the y-axis have an x-coordinate of 0, to find the y-intercept, you let x equal 0 and solve for y. To find the y-intercept of this equation, you let x equal 0 and solve for y. Here, when x is 0, y is negative 4 over 3, and that is your y-intercept. To solve for your x-intercept, you let y equal 0. Solving for x, x is equal to 4. Therefore, your x-intercept is 4, 0. Graphing the line, you get a third solution, which is 7, 1. Now plotting your 3 points, you have your x-intercept, 4, 0, your y-intercept, 0, negative 4/3, and your third point, 7, 1, and you connect the dots, and there is your line. So another example, graphing 2x equals y. You let x equal 0. Therefore, y is equal to 0. Your y-intercept is 0, 0. To find the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. Therefore, the x-intercept is 0, 0. Therefore, you need another point on the line. So let's let x equals 3. Solving for y, y is equal to 6. So the second point is 3, 6. And a third point, let's let y equals 4. Substituting 4 into the y. Solving for x, x is equal to 2. So another point is 2, 4. Graphing your line, you have the x and y intercept, which is 0, 0. The second point, x is 2, y is 4. And the third point, x is 3 and y is 6. Connecting your dots, there is your line. Vertical and horizontal lines. A vertical line is the graph of x equals any real number, and your x-intercept is the number, comma 0. Horizontal line is when y equals a real number, and that y-intercept is 0, comma number. Graphing y equals 3. Note that y equals 3 is a horizontal line. The y-intercept is 0, 3. Therefore, the line of y equals 3 is right here. Graphing the vertical line, x equals negative 3. The x-intercept is negative 3, 0. And the graph of x equals negative 3 is right here. You go on the x-axis, plot the negative 3, and draw your vertical line. Again, the slope of a vertical line is undefined. The slope of a horizontal line is 0. And that concludes part A of chapter 3.